Okay guys, so this is an issue I think I haven't addressed enough recently, and it's about Npw Night Show. Now listen, if you enjoy Npw, then please let me know. But like, I'm not hating against it or anything. I'm just pointing out all the obvious things before Night gets all salty and toxic in the comments. I'm just pointing out everything that I hate about Npw right now, and that I feel like it should be fixed. I feel like there should be some changes made and everything. So, without further ado, like, these are just my honest opinions. If you don't have any of your own flaws about how Night is, well, hosting Npw in the comments, put it down below. So yeah, with that brings me into my first issue with Npw. Well, this is an obvious one. It is the lack of creativity. Now, a lot of you don't know one thing that I'm about to say, and a lot of you may know this one. A lot of people actually know this one. So, the lack of creativity in the shows have been going on for a while now, and this is why. It's because Night always watches my FWE. Obviously, I release them first, because I'm from England, he is from America. There's a time zone difference. I release my ones first, so he watches them, and then he copies my storylines, is what I'm trying to say. So no matter what, so like, or spots. So say, I don't know, this is just an example, like, I put Harvey on top of a ladder and threw him off for a table to the outside. Yeah, that's an awesome spot and everything, so obviously a lot of people are going to enjoy that. But then Night goes, this is what he did, I remember this really clearly. He goes, I forget who it was, but he goes and sets a ladder up, makes someone climb, like it's like they're putting them up there, and then throws him off the ladder when, obviously, through a table, like I've been saying. So, and also, this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. The fact is that half the time, his storylines aren't even good. Like, we can all agree on that. Night can agree on that in the comments. I can agree on that and everything. The only times he makes actual good, original storylines is when I plan them for him. Like that Justin Ford one, where Kono fights Justin Ford and stuff. And, well, he changed it. It was supposed to be a loser leaves match, but, I mean, for some reason he changed it, even though it was, like, it made more sense. But, yeah, that's why I was there for the majority of the episodes that they was in. And I planned the entire storyline out, and he just really agreed with it. So that's another thing. I believe Night should probably just start coming up with his own ideas instead of stealing others, or, well, just, I guess, copying it off of others, or whatever. I mean, I know some of you are going to say, oh, you gave him the idea, so what's the matter? I know I gave him the idea, but that's the thing. He has to get other ideas from other people who host their own shows. So, I mean, it still counts as what I said earlier about him copying FWE, and, well, he hasn't copied DWE yet, I don't think. I haven't really been watching it. So, yeah. My number two reasoning is them really annoying, obnoxious, well, okay, maybe I'm taking it too far, it's not really obnoxious, but that really, really annoying, long, goddamn matches. I know I said obnoxious, it doesn't really make sense, but yeah, like, some of the matches on Npw Like, even on normal shows, go on for about 30 minutes. And that's not an over-exaggeration. I mean, I know I have my fair share of, like, matches that go for about, like, 20 minutes. But come on! Like, there was a normal show of me versus Ara. Me as the goddamn world champion, like, the face of the company. Honestly, me and Tyler are the only people keeping the damn thing, like, actually entertaining. But, like, seriously, this guy's from, like, Phoenix or whatever, and nobody, I don't think anybody actually watches Phoenix, let's be honest here. But this man's from Phoenix, and I'm from the main roster, and I've been champion for God knows how long, since the beginning of the show, and I'm about to have a 30-minute match with him, which hardly makes any sense. And then I win the 24/7 championship. Which brings me on to my third. I know this isn't really Knight's fault as really much, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. But, like, the 24/7 segments. I mean, I only just introduced a 24/7 championship to EWE. It looks like an actual prestigious belt. It is actually... Sorry if I started, by the way. I haven't actually got a script for this video. But, like... It hasn't, like, not looked prestigious, my one. And then his one, like, my one actually looks like a proper championship belt. You got the big 24/7, it's, like, gold and stuff. It lights up, it's been good, it's been given to good people. And then his one, like literally, my one's been, like, when Supergroup had it, we literally had other episodes of Supergroup going around the whole city trying to defend the championship. But then Knight's one, I mean, it's literally backstage. And I know he's got so many more games that he can do free roams on. So don't give me that bullshit. That's what I just thought of. He must have so many other games that he can do free roams and planes and cars and stuff. So, yeah. The 24/7 championships segments for NPW are actually boring as hell. And, I mean... no one actually wants to see them. Like, honestly. Like, I'm just being completely honest. No one wants to see the 24/7 championship segments anymore. It was good at the start, I guess. But, I mean, now it just looks crap. It just looks like a bad belt. Like, I'm sorry, but if people like Ara have it and stuff, and then you put it on your world champion, you can't really expect, like, anyone to take the world champion seriously. Because now how am I supposed to lose the 24/7 championship? The thing that has gotten me and most people out of NPW right now is the goddamn dreadful pay-per-view that was Shock. Now, if you did not see Shock, do not watch it unless you're trying to go to sleep. I was going to do a review on it because I thought it was going to be a good pay-per-view. You had some good matches on it. Nope. But, like, seriously, I was going to do a review. I recorded the whole review. And then I was just like, no, you know what? I'm not uploading this. It's too crap. Because I'm going to start doing reviews on people's pay-per-views, like Knight and maybe Tyler's. I'll see about Tyler because I don't think he streams on PlayStation. But anyway, you get what I mean. Shock could have been one of the best pay-per-views. I mean, you had, like, what was it? You had Tyler, the Knight main event, Hardcore Championship, sounds like a good match. You had Justin Ford versus Kono. That could have been a good match if it didn't last for about 30 fucking minutes. What else? You had loads of other good matches in there. And I'm going to tell you guys something that no one else knew, apart from me and Tyler, because I told him. So this brings on to my other point at number 1. Apparently, me and Tyler were supposed to be defending the tag team championships against these two other people. I don't know who they are. But, for some reason, Supergroup was commentating, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll do my fair share. Tyler does as well. But, like, for some reason, Knight thought it was a good idea to listen to Super Groot on this, that I punch Tyler off the ropes, and then I get rolled up, and it's 1, 2, 3. Even though we haven't had the tag titles for, like one pay-per-view. And then Knight has agreed with this. Like, seriously, the only, and I mean this when I say this, the only 2 energetic, actual good, not piece of crap jobbers on your roster, Tyler and the Wolf. And then we just get rolled up because of some stupid decision, which you should have said no to in the first place, because it's your show. So how does that make sense? You should have said no, and if Super Groot was gonna be a little bitch about it, complain and stuff, then you should have just recorded the match, controlled me or Tyler, and then made us win the match. But that's why he deleted the match from the from the tag team match. That's why he deleted it from Shock, because he knew if he didn't, he was going to get backlash from it. So that match has been completely cancelled. So yeah, okay, on to I think number 4. Yeah, I mentioned this like a few minutes ago, if not a few seconds ago, but the lack of actual good people on the roster makes my skin crawl. The only good 3 people, no, the only decent people who I can literally remember is maybe Super, even though he gets buried half the time and he isn't even in matches, or Pizza. But even still, Pizza doesn't have enough time on there. And for God's sake, what happened to, I think it was Captain Fanta? He won the championship off me, and then I won it back, and then he's just gone. Gone for good. Just gone. Just retired. Just absent. Just gone. Dead. What happened to Jeremiah? The man gets a new gimmick, a king gimmick, and he's just been beheaded. He's just gone. So many actual, like, maybe could, if you shape them right, maybe good people in NPW. So many good people there could have been built up. There could have been more stars, but no, they're just gone. And I know there's this King of the Ring thing starting. I think a few people who I just mentioned there are in. But even still, it took Knight this long to recognise, oh, these people are actually in my roster. Like, come on, Knight. What are you doing? The number 5 spot has got to be this. The lack of entertaining good spots. Now, usually in NPW now, well, let's go back a bit. So we used to have stuff like, I don't know, like, well, I don't think this has ever happened. If it does, remind me. We used to have stuff like, oh, get thrown off a ladder through a double table. Sick. I don't mind seeing that. It's an awesome spot. It makes me go, oh my god. But like, now we get stuff like punch into the corner, drop kick into the corner, or put through an announcement table for the 5th time in a row in the match. Like, come on. There's got to be more better spots than that, Night. I mean, I know I made a point earlier saying like, oh, they copied the ladder spot. But I mean, like, about that, I don't really care. As long as you actually change it a bit. Like, I honestly don't care if you copy my spots, but you need to change them. You can't just have like, oh, Hayden threw Harvey off a ladder into a table and then magically Knight does it to Hayden next show. And also, let's just, how about, I'm going to put a proposal tonight. How about he sorts his shit out, he doesn't copy, which will leave him with no ideas, and he actually forms a good storyline and everything. What about that? Because I know there's going to be some toxic people, maybe Pizza, maybe Jeremiah, probably not, but like there's going to be like toxic people in my comments saying like, oh no, you're just saying this because you're jealous of NPW and how good it is. Listen, I think we can all agree Knight isn't putting as much time and effort he has been in the beginning of NPW days. NPW is just a sham right now. Nothing interesting is happening. Nothing good is happening. It's barely uploaded when it was one of Knight's biggest successes on the channel. Same with me with FWE. And then around the time by Shock, it's just gotten worse. If Knight doesn't see this video by chance, I want people to go to his channel and tell him that he needs to sort NPW out. Because I think we can all agree NPW could be a great show. And it was once upon a time. But like, Knight needs to sort out the flaws of NPW. And he needs to get right back in there to where it all started. Rewatch, see where he's gone wrong, and then start anew. Listen, I'm not saying there's anything wrong. No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with EWE or CCW or anything. But at least they're watchable with storylines. Listen, to make a quick point, take my Harvey or Skullcrusher, the Wolf, Knight and Super storyline. That had build up. There was actually sense in the rivalry, and if Knight did that, it would literally just go to one little scrap to the main event of the next pay-per-view with no build up to it. So please leave what you hate about NPW right now in the comments below, because this could be one of the darkest times of NPW for a while. Thank you guys for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.